This complex Olympics row is growing with each fight. In the ring, the second female boxer in Paris whose gender eligibility is being doubted. Taiwan's Lin Yu-tin was speedier and superior against her Uzbek rival, but the bout went the distance before being declared the unanimous winner. Unlike the 46 seconds Iman Khalif fought for before the Algerian's opponent quit. And now calls for clarity from the Culture Secretary arriving in Paris.
It was an incredibly short watch, but incredibly uncomfortable to see. And I know from being here in Paris that there are a lot of women competitors who are very concerned, not just about whether we're getting the balance right between inclusion, fairness and safety in boxing, but in other sports as well. Successive governments have always said that these are often quite complex biological matters. In this case, I think it is more complex than is being presented on social media.
It's still not certain if Lin and Khalif are actually benefiting from elevated levels of testosterone. There is scrutiny over why the two fighters were disqualified from the World Championships last year. The credibility and validity of unspecified gender verification tests has been doubted by Olympic chiefs. They're overseen by the International Boxing Association, which has been banned from organising the sport here in Paris over integrity concerns amid links to Russian funding. And the International Olympic Committee has been raising the rhetoric since banning Russia from Paris over the war in Ukraine. The source of claims about the female boxers having XY chromosomes coming via Russia's state news agency.
We'd have no knowledge of what the tests were. They were cobbled together, as I understand, overnight to change the results. What I would urge is that we try to take the culture war out of this and actually address the issues and the people and think about the people, the individuals concerned, and the real damage that is being done by misinformation.
But the world is wading into the wider and delicate consideration over fairness in sport. Is it fair to exclude someone female at birth who has gone through no treatment that would gain a competitive advantage? Is it fair to fear being put in danger by someone far stronger in a combat sport? And into this, the UN Special Rapporteur on Violence Against Women telling Sky News the issue is set to feature in a report to the General Assembly.
I think it's really important to make sure that the physical safety of any player is upheld. Many of them would and have asked for sex testing to be brought back that are not invasive, that are cheap and that are reliable.
The IOC has rejected what it calls the bad old days of sex testing. But as the Olympic boxing continues, so does the storm. Rob Harris, Sky News, Paris.